All right, so this is what's up. This is the scene in Hollywood right now. We're at the corner of Sunset and Vine, famous Sunset and Vine. And you got a bunch of people over by the Walgreens where there's some cops. And then here is the Chase across the street. That's where the memorial is. And that memorial got attacked 2 nights ago. And I keep saying that because it's a huge factor in how the tensions sort of played out. Because basically what happened is a lot of people were on edge and they wanted to know if you were live streaming, they wanted to know who your audience was because they wanted to make sure that you weren't, I don't know, giving out information that would put the memorial at risk. So it was tense. It was a tense night. And I am sitting here now drinking a retirement beer because I'm ready to hang up these protest live streams, to be honest. Um, Cheers. It's been a crazy week. If you count back to Huntington Beach, where there was actual neo-Nazis, and then somebody misdoxing me and putting it out, the wrong information about me out there, saying that I was a right-wing provocateur who stormed the Capitol. The guy actually just tweeted a retraction of sorts. It's interesting though. The first tweet gets 500 engagements, and then the retweet which says, look, I just talked to Jeremy Lee Quinn, we had a conversation, that only gets like 2 likes or 3 likes. So division, it seems, is what is selling. But things are kind of quiet and have mellowed down. The march is over. People have congregated at the memorial over there. And I just decided I'm going to have my retirement beer right now. I am I am done. I'm going to still do the podcast. I'm going to try to find a regular time. Next Wednesday, 1 p.m. I want to promote Wednesday, 1 p.m. I'm talking to Peter Simi. He is consulted for PBS Frontline. He's an expert in right-wing extremist groups. And we're going to try to figure out, well, what's the real threat level of what right-wing, especially ethno-nationalist, like neo-Nazi groups. What's the real threat level? We're going to talk about that on Wednesday at 1 p.m. So I want to promote that heavily. I'm still going to do the podcast at least once a week. The hard thing about doing the podcast is just getting to, people who want to talk. I think what I'm going to do is branch out and talk to, different people of different backgrounds. Talk more to some artists. I talked to some comedians a little bit. I'd like to talk to musicians. Any suggestions? Some people have emailed me them, but I'd like to get away from the Twitter warfare for a little bit, kind of take a break from that, especially because things have been just so tense. And when you get mislabeled, it's very easy for that to snowball, And so I think I want to step back from the politics a little bit and find some other things. I'll give you one last look at Hollywood. As I celebrate my retirement over here, there you have the Black Bloc and protesters around the memorial. As I said, it was a tense night. I was confronted several times, and then you have the police on the other corner, and I imagine that's going to wrap it. That's going to do it here at the corner of Sunset and Vine. Thanks for joining me. Those of you who tuned in to the previous live casts. Wednesday, check me out for Unblocked Live this Wednesday at 1 p.m. Peter Simi is my guest. People are applauding. I'm not sure what for. Oh, the police are leaving. Police are leaving. They've left the corner. Let's just get in on this a little. The crowd is applauding. The crowd is applauding for the memorial as the police are, it looks like they're packing it in and retreating. You can see folks are clapping. because the PD is moving out, and that's gonna wrap up the night. That's gonna do it. We have been live at Sunset and Vine. They're singing "Hey Hey, Goodbye," and it's goodbye for me too. Have a good night, y'all. Check back on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Peter Simi is my guest. Hey, hey, hey. And hey, hey. Goodbye.